I feel like the people who make it, they never lose that like inner child. So like don't stop. And what that looks like is not saying I'm gonna take a break from it because I gotta get a job, or I'm gonna take a break from it because I gotta pay bills. Like, yeah, motherfucker, it costs to live. Like, you gotta pay. So like, if you don't stop, your life or whatever anything that you do, if you don't stop, it'll work itself out. And so that's the advice I would give.
I'm all about the bread, all about the bread, all about my hustle.
So this is end of day one of Day in the Life, at the very beginning of your tour. Tell us how you got to this tour, how you put this together, self-made. How'd you get yourself on tour? You're an independent artist that nobody knows. How'd you put this together? Make it happen.
I listened. I was very observant when I came to Nashville. I got here in 2010, and even that was because I was listening. Someone said, you need to develop a sound. If you follow me, you've heard me say this whole career, this last 10 years. You need to develop a sound. I was sent to Nashville. Man, I'm not fucking moving from here to go to no Atlanta or like LA. Like, this is the perfect motherfucking place. If you're doing urban music, hip hop, like, this is where you need to be, because this is where the musicians are. So I got here by surrounding myself by professionals, and I was told as long as I stay professional, I will continue to move through paths of professionals. And so before I moved here, I was told to be prepared to put this work in for at least 5 to 10 years. So there was never this pressure. I never had a chip on my shoulder like, I gotta make it, or I didn't make it. It's like, nah, I've been getting to live, and it's almost like when you already know like what you should like be doing, but you try to cut corners because you think people don't know what's up. But it's like, that's where motherfuckers who are professional, they peep that shit miles down the road. And like, that's why people they don't know what to even do. It's like, so man, self-made tour, I took the knowledge and resources, I guess, when I was listening and being in different rooms, and instead of going to those people and saying, hey, can you do this for me, which we typically do when we find someone to do something, I saw what it is they did, and I took all the components where it was like, okay, well, how can I self-operate? It's like, all right, who's gonna sell the merch? Okay, you are, right? Who's gonna drive down there? Okay, you are. So it's like all those check boxes, I put myself in the seat first. Then once I was headed there, those people that I know that was in those spots, like, because it was already done, they were able to assist further ahead. So it's like somebody who I may ask to have to drive now can like hold the camera. So like now I'm getting the the content, because I was like, yo, I'm driving down there. It wasn't like, shit, y'all, I gotta drive myself, I gotta sell my merch. It's like, fuck that shit. Like, that sob story of what you gotta do is like, man, that's what the person does that works at Walmart. Like, they gotta go, they gotta clock in. Like, so what I did to get here was I built an itinerary, and I looked at the dates on the calendar, and I started to pencil in. I got on the phone, I made calls. I had already had a couple calls about some shows, and so that set it up. Shout out to Dope Shit Only crew, PTE, Mr. 2 Official, and QC DJs, because they put the first 3 legs when we were in Louisville last night, in Memphis tonight, and in Nashville tomorrow night. That kicked it off. So I made some calls to people that I knew really was to lock in a space. I know what my show looks like, so if you just saw the performance, I know artists can't, it's not that artists can't do that. That's what artists do. So like, there was, I said, man, I was nervous, like, the track's not like working. And it's like, you know what, I had a song in my heart, I can sing a song. So I took that and like put that out on the calendar, and then T Hood and I, it doesn't matter who, mother, your child, whoever, sat down and we just said, well, what do we want to do between this time and this time? What do we want to do between this time and this time? So when we get out of town, it's not like, oh, we got to the hotel, let's look through the phone book or let's look through the place and find something. No, we're not getting to a city trying to figure out what the fuck we gonna do. We already know how we moving before. You should already know how you're gonna move. Know when you go into somewhere, know how you getting out. So we're not going down there to hurry up and get back. I'm going down there to perform and let's say this, like, because I don't want to drag it out, but it's like, I took a fucking lot to get here. Like, I could talk all day about what I had to do. But the most of it is like, the shit you don't want to hear, like that shit that your friends be telling you and they be like, that ain't it, or they be like, that's whack, or you shouldn't do that, and then they just don't understand, and you get to trying to explaining to them like why you do what you do. Like, man, you got to take all that shit, everything your friends and the people around you, because you don't see yourself. Like when you're in a room and you're not able to see your actual self unless you're looking in the mirror. So people have way more, just have a better understanding of who you really are. So I say, like I said from the jump, man, like listening. Like I got here by listening. I heard DJ Coop say the other day on Authentic TV that artists don't make it because they don't listen. And I was just like, he damn right, because I started moving when I started listening. Man, I am cool. Last night was mad real. Memphis is a different fucking vibe and energy. On a good note, but it was like bike week. I got to do some like boss shit.
That's fire.
Down there, so that was like super cool. And then being on the road like every night with some of the same people, and then seeing how people move different when it gets like a different city.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that was, I peeped that. So like, then just my mindset on today, didn't nothing change for me, but just being like, okay, you know, like when you're the person who's the lead front, it's like that's the next level of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Come on in. Come on. You good. You good. Yeah.
Yeah, let me ask you something. Did you have a verse for the other one? Nope. Okay, it's all good.
What you think? Visually.
No, visually it's probably looking good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying that the performance. I'm just looking for feedback.
Vocally, all right. So vocally, the last straight through was your best one.
Okay.
You're losing your breath. I need you to focus on breathing
Okay.
as you're doing it. And damn, what was the one line? Oh,
Fuck up the system.
Just say fuck up the system. You keep putting an it in front of it, and that one word is throwing you off for the rest of the shit.
Alright, I got a bud and fuck the system.
Yeah, right there. And fucked up the system. You keep putting an and I or and as something. Yeah.
Alright.
You the anchor, I can tell.
Everywhere.
Let's see. Oh, run it back.
Yeah, I can tell.
Treat the cameras like an audience.
Alright.
That was so perfect.
That's what
There
I
you
missed.
Yeah,
go.
I
There
put
we
in work and
go.
it fucked up the system.
There we go.
I was like, your youngest don't come till after the button, bro.
You got it?
Yeah, that's why I was messing up. It was a whole bar missing.
But that pace and everything you just had, perfect.
Okay. Shut up, hey. Nashville, not just country music now. Shine at your own risk. Royce Gold, let's go. Living like hustle.
Was that the end of it 16?
I think that's it.
How was it? Don't
That
do
was
that
it.
shit
That was
again.
good. That was
Don't
good.
do that shit again.
Nah, yeah, don't do
Don't do
that.
that shit again. That was fire.
That was good.
That was fire.
That was good. That was the take.
That was it. No, that was it. You
Man,
got the breath
appreciate
I was looking for. That was good.
All right, man. Jump on in there.
Alright, cool. Oh, you
Like
Good shit.
Also,
I love your dress.
Can't wait to see you around.
It's a big, big bit.
your rates for studio?
So I normally do 4-hour blocks.
Yeah. It was nice meeting everybody.
You guys, thank you.
So much. I appreciate
I can't wait till the 16th.
Oh man, it's gonna be good. It's acoustic, like it's gonna be loud.
16 too. Yeah. It was very nice to meet you.
Same here. Thank you so much.
It's nice meeting you as well.
Okay, yes.
Yo, y'all got the whole squad. I love it.
Squad it out.
Y'all the squad. What's the name of this entertainment situation?
We're actually working on monetizing YouTube channel, so like day in the life content.
Would you like to shout out your
Oh,
studio?
you shout it out.
You shout out
What's
the
the name of
studio.
the
Collab Music Network Studios.
Collab Music Network?
Yep.
All right, studios. Man, shout out to Collab Music Network Studios in Nashville. Shout out.
Yo, that's going up somewhere. I need you to know that. I'm posting that.
By the end of this, we gonna have all the bloopers.
Collab Music Network Studios. Okay. Nashville's not just country
The part
music.
of an artist people don't know about.
Right. Yo, what's good? It's Mariyo Deon. I'm here with Nashville's Not Just Country Music. We just kicked off a cypher that's going to be dropping here hopefully in the next 30 days, and I can't wait for y'all to see it. Shout out to Collab Music Network Studios for opening up and just letting us come in and do our thing. I'm Mariyo Deon. You know who you are. Peace.
All right, what we doing next? What's the move?
I'm finna get ready to go to this show. Shout out DJ Swank, shout out Dope Shit Only Crew, and shout out QC DJs. It's one of those feelings where it's like, bro, I'm trying to make it back to the bed. Like, I'm super excited, but it's like on my way out the door to come to this, I was just like, bro, you gonna do this, you gonna go to the show. And it's like, man, when you come home, like, bro, you can sleep all day tomorrow and like watch Hulu type shit. So, yesterday I was a little like irritable because every time someone asked me a question or something, I was just so focused and like not trying to be creative, but just trying to be present. But like business related questions, like maybe that's why artists get burned out or whatever, but like I had to maintain a professional as far as like being in my space for when it was time for me to go. But I also had to answer these questions. Like, here was my homeboy who's on the road with me, you know, like the whole time he's having all the difficult conversations. So it's like any questions, if you have somebody who is managing you or wanting to manage you and they're like asking you questions, don't get an attitude, don't be an ass. Stay creative and like answer the questions. Like it's a blessing to have someone to be able to rock side by side to you, and so don't fuck that up if you got the
Running up the check, yeah. Paper on my mind, hustle.
Oh, this my nigga, and he got merch for sale. Hold on, I'm gonna do the intro for you.
Mariyo Deon, shout out to him. He fucking with us. He definitely gonna fuck with us.
Turn on, she not the only getting money.
man 72 hours. Shout out T Hood for making sure I got to and from safely.